up, everyone? Welcome back to the special hour. We have a big episode because this is number 25. Donovan, can you believe we've done 25 of these now?
Hi there, it's Donovan, and we are a quarter of the way to 100. So it's another milestone. We just keep passing up.
We keep racking them up like trophies or something.
It's our Infinity Stones.
Yes, it is, yeah. And so this episode is also special for another reason. I mean, every episode is special on the special hour, but it's extra special because we have a special guest with us. What's up, ChaseYama? How are you doing today?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing quite well. How are you guys doing?
Doing terrific, actually. How are you doing?
I'm on break. It's I've been a bum. Like
he finally
E-U-M.
he escaped the architecture prison finally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let's start off with what you guys have been doing the past week, and I have a funny story to share.
Oh, okay. I like funny stories. I mean, I feel like my past week has been I'm honestly just so boring. Like I've been doing the same thing I've been doing, where it's like I've been recording a lot of gameplay footage. Which I'll talk a little bit more about what specifically I've been playing whenever we get to the special select section. I have been hanging out with a lot of like old friends, catching up though, so that's been fun. But aside from that, I don't have any crazy like anecdotes really. It's just kind of been existing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Chase, what have you been up to the past week?
I went to California and I was thinking maybe I'll save this for the special selects because I went, for the first time in my life, I went to somewhere that rhymes with Uber Nintendo World.
Is that Disney World?
Disney World.
Oh, wait, that's sick. No. He's talking about Universal. Oh, that's so cool.
But
well, technically it is Universal.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah. So what was that?
Yeah, I mean, I can save that for my special selects because that was a super crazy experience. Man, it was so cool. I like living so I'm from Hawaii, so living in like the middle of the Pacific Ocean, it feels very isolated. So being able to travel to other places, really fun. And so not a lot of gaming on my part, but yeah, just, catching up on the 12-hour long Game Awards and all of that stuff.
I had my architecture presentations, just our final stuff to do. I think I might have talked about the project earlier, but I made like a video about a rideshare driver hunting down a serial killer. This is architecture, I promise. And I had to make a building for the rideshare driver turned basically vigilante. And I was joking like the whole time. Like I was acting in the video, so I said in a joking comment, I'm like a method actor, and like the reviewers are like, whoa. And then when I'm leaving the school, one of my friends are saying bye, and I say bye, and she says, don't kill anybody, and I said, haha, can't promise you that. So I think everyone thinks I'm a secret serial killer. And during that review, I was talking about this yesterday with Mr. Dean, but my brain was absolutely fried because one of the reviewers did the motion with their hands, the 6-7 motion.
Oh, 6-7.
My brain. 6-7. My brain just short-circuited. Neurons were firing. I looked around. No one else was laughing. So I stood up to use the bathroom and like think about my life choices for 2 minutes.
This is the story of my life.
So that's what I've been doing. And being a bum. Yesterday I did absolutely nothing. And besides playing video games, which is the most important thing in life, obviously.
Right.
Which is what we're going to seamlessly transition to right now.
Before we do seamlessly transition, and this is such a horrible thing for me to bring up because any of the listeners at home cannot even see what I'm talking about, but the whole time you were talking, I was looking at your profile picture. Have you always had that little like banana thing?
No, I had that added after the Discord year-end review thing, so you get that as a little reward. It's basically showing myself, yeah.
I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to put it in the video so that way they can see what I'm talking about. Because
it just
that
shows
was just
how
bothering
much of a
me.
degenerate people are.
It was just really bothering me that whole time. I was like, was that always there? Okay, so, yes, getting into the special selects, what has everyone been playing the past week? I guess I'll let Chase kick it off with Nintendo World though, since you were leading up to that already.
Oh yeah, so I mean, because I figured, technically there's some stuff to play at Nintendo World, and So obviously the California Nintendo world is different from the Orlando one as well as the Japan one, but man, it's crazy. It's, all of the kind of like cheesy ways that people explain it or describe it, where it's like, oh, it transports you to Mario or like the Mushroom Kingdom. Like it genuinely does feel like that. Walk through the pipe and it's just like, geez, everything is so big. Never thought I'd see like a piranha plant in real life. Like I figured, since I was there too, like I might as well try to, fully immerse myself in it. So I gave Nintendo all of my money, which is like, what's new. I got the little like wristband, little slap bracelet thing, went around punching question blocks and all that stuff. And yeah, they have like little, games to play. There's one where like you have to turn off all the alarm clocks so that the piranha plant doesn't wake up, or like you have to spin the little platform to make the Goomba fall off and things like that, so there's little like games that you can collect. Honestly, like, as a middle-aged man, it was surprisingly pretty like fun to like try to collect as many coins as you can. It syncs up with the app on your phone. Surprisingly fun.
How was Bowser's Challenge?
Oh, is that the Mario Kart ride?
The Mario Kart, yeah.
It is better than I think a lot of people give it credit for. A lot of and to be fair, I mean, like I feel like a lot of the people who aren't super into Nintendo expect a roller coaster type of ride, or like, I don't know if you guys have seen like the Disneyland Cars ride, with like race cars and stuff. But
I'm having flashbacks from years ago.
Yeah, but the Mario Kart ride is very much more of it's a game. It's more of just like I don't know, like typical Nintendo fashion, like it's an augmented reality mixed with these little like Mario Kart scenes. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like even like I think if you even just I think if you went on the ride without like the sort of augmented reality visor, just seeing like those, just seeing all the little scenes and all of the like gigantic designs and props and whatnot, I think that's just cool in itself. But then, yeah, you also have this like visor that you wear to shoot Koopas and all these things. So I think it was cute. It was, it was fun. I think just, yeah, it's more of a game than an actual like ride, I would say.
Did you go to the Toadstool Cafe?
I did not. I think nowadays, I know when it first opened, it was like impossible to get into. Nowadays, I think you can pretty much walk up and get in there. But yeah, it's funny because I was with my family, with my 3-year-old niece who loved all of the games and stuff, like all of the little power-up band little mini games, but she does not like mushrooms. And from what I've seen, Toadstool Cafe is like yeah, it's like nothing but mushroom in Toadstool Cafe, which I guess kind of makes sense, but I don't know.
It lines up with the lore for
yeah,
sure.
But from the Mario movie, I thought Mario doesn't like mushrooms, but everything has.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like mushrooms either.
But
so whenever I'm not as like well versed with Nintendo World, so is it like Disneyland or Disney World where they have like the massive caricatures of the characters like walking around, and then kids are like taking pictures of them? Like, do they have like a massive Mario or a person in a Mario costume?
Yeah, they have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna make a really stupid.
Oh, no, go ahead. Now we're too deep with that. You have to make it.
I was gonna be like, sorry if there's any kids watching. Those are not actually the characters, unfortunately. I wish it was. I wish. Sure. I remember I was lied to as a kid.
Next, you're gonna tell me Santa's not real.
No, he is real. That's a real person.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, go on now.
Oh yeah.
No, now we just cut Donovan off.
Sorry. No, Chase, go first.
I mean, yeah, they had characters, like, they would post up a little sign. It would be like, oh, Mario and Luigi will be back at, 2:30 or something. So, and yeah, so, like, I think they sort of staggered it out to where, like, Mario and Luigi would be out at one time, then they would go, and then Peach would come out at another time, then Peach would... So they had Mario, Luigi, Peach, and I believe Toad. And yeah, every time, man, that line was just, like, it was like all the way like max capacity to meet Mario or Peach or whoever. Yeah, really crazy.
I've been to Super Nintendo World just 2 years ago. I do remember feeling way bigger than I thought, and I thought the attention to detail and everything was really cool. I never got into the Toadstool Cafe because the lines were incredibly long, and two, I heard really bad things about the food. So I'm not sure if I wanted to poison myself. I'm not too deep in the propaganda to ingest
the propaganda.
But I remember Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. I thought that's probably my favorite like mixed reality kind of roller coaster ride at Universal, because they have a bunch of other ones. I think my other favorite one is Transformers, but I feel like this one did a great job at making it feel like a game. So it was really fun. I remember telling my parents, they know nothing about Mario, so I'm like, don't hit the good guys. Good guys are mushrooms and people. Hit the bad guys. Turtle. Killed the turtles. The shoot shell at turtle.
Even though if you read the manual for like the original Super Mario Bros. Game, like it literally says that like the Koopas are just minding their own business and Mario is just killing them.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was gonna say though, whenever it comes to like Nintendo World, I've always thought it would be a cool idea to incorporate some kind of ride, maybe similar to like Space Mountain over at Disney World, but maybe like either about F-Zero or like Star Fox or something like that. Can you imagine? It's like a high speed, but like it's also like in the dark. And if it was like F-Zero, like maybe they base it around, maybe it would be in the dark and it'd be like on Big Blue or something. But I just thought that, or no, I guess it'd be more similar to like the rock and roll roller coaster at Hollywood Studios.
That's right. What I was thinking.
Yeah, maybe more like that. But because I'm assuming most of Super Nintendo World is just Mario, right?
Yeah, it's more like Mario World than Nintendo. There's Pikmin. There's Pikmin somewhere lying around. Oh. You'll see, because Miyamoto loves his Pikmin.
He does, yeah, he does something, yeah. But like, I do think it would be cool to... It also would be a good way to, like, you know, keep some of those other, you know, IPs in the public conscious that, especially a lot of people going to Nintendo World might not be familiar with, you know, your Metroids, with your Star Foxes, insert any franchise that's not Mario or Zelda. You know what I mean?
Like a Ridley animatronic to scare the children.
Okay, that would. Can you imagine?
But I know they're adding Donkey Kong next year, so there's your roller coaster, your real roller coaster.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Donkey Kong is still kind of in the Mario like lexicon, so that's not fully what I meant. True. But no, that's good. I'm glad that we're at least, you know, adding more than simply just Mario. But I'm glad that you had fun, Chase. Though I have been wanting to go. Like, I feel like one day, if I'm ever back in LA, or if I ever go, I definitely will at some point go to Tokyo. And I'm pretty sure, isn't there a Nintendo World there also?
Yes.
So if I went to Tokyo, I would visit Nintendo World while I'm there, because it does look like a lot of fun, and I do enjoy theme parks.
For sure,
so.
Yeah.
So Donovan, what have you been playing this past week?
Oh, it's gonna be a big surprise, guys. It's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I still have not beat the game. I won't dive too much into it.
Isn't that the game that sucks? I've heard
the game with the annoying...
yeah, it's Breath of the Wild slop. All right, guys. So my co-host, Mr. Dean, rudely interrupted me by stopping his recording. SMH. It wasn't even a call. It was just
blah,
the will
blah, blah.
of the universe. Unfortunately, it was
okay. Metroid Glazer.
So, anyways, back to glazing and hating on Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, it's a little bit linear. It leaves a lot more to be desired, but it's not the biggest issue. It's like, Corruption, where that was also linear, but Corruption had the problem of splitting up its areas where you had to fly to them all over the place. Whereas here it's much more condensed, I can't speak, but that might be a little bit of a flaw of this game. Soul Valley is still empty, still sad and barren, but that is the point. But also, like, why they could have had like much more interesting visuals maybe for a dead dying desert. I mean, just look at anything Monolith Soft makes on the Nintendo Switch 1 or even Breath of the Wild. There's really is no excuse for Soul Valley to look that drab and boring. You can't even bring up the Nintendo Switch 1 argument when Breath of the Wild and the Xenoblade games are right there. But I don't hate the desert as much as some people. I can understand why a lot of people hate it. But for me, the endgame fetch quest, a lot of people were having problems with, and they were saying it was the worst in the series. So when I completed it last night, I'm like, oh wait, that's it? That's what people were complaining about? But it's probably because the fetch quest involves getting these mech parts and a bunch of green crystals. Now, I've been doing that throughout my entire playthrough, spending like 15-20 minutes when I'm going from area to area, just spending that time in the desert collecting any green crystals I can find or mech parts and marking down things on my map. So I think a lot of other people just completely skipped that and just saved it for the end of the game, which caused them to spend like 2 hours of their life wasting it away in Soul Valley, which it's probably a fault to the developers for not making it clear enough. But at the same time, they did make it clear to pick up all these green energy crystals, so it's like for me, it's not that much of a problem. I kind of breeze through.
Just call them bad at the game.
They also have skill issues, yeah. But I'm very close to ending the game right now. I'm at 14 hours, 97% completion with all items. I'll get back to you guys with my final verdict. Maybe when Mr. Dean gets the game and finishes it, will we have a true discussion on it? But that's all I got.
Yeah, and then that'll be like months after the game came out, and no one will care anymore. So that'll
because it's Breath of the Wild slop, and Metroid is dead, exactly. and it's woke or something.
It's woke. Yeah, well, yep. Right. Okay, so. Wait, was there anything else, or was it just Metroid?
That's all.
Okay. Well, so if you all hated Metroid, you didn't want to hear anyone talk about it again, I apologize because I also have been playing Metroid this past week. Wow. For me, it's not Metroid Prime 4. I've been playing Metroid Prime Remastered. I was telling Donovan a little bit yesterday, but I already loved that game on my first playthrough. I just got done with my second, and it has elevated to like one of my favorite games of all time. Like I have been going down the rabbit hole of watching videos about the lore of Metroid Prime, watching people like rank the bosses, rank the different areas in the game, hearing their reasons why. It's so interesting. Like the world building in that game, how fun it is to like, fight enemies and like navigate your way around, unlocking all the different like beams, and then going back to Chozo Ruins and just messing stuff up. Like, just everything about that game, like, I fell in love with. I already loved it before, but, like, I don't know. There was something about the second playthrough where it just clicked, and it was just, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. Not to be, like, pretentious and be, like, Metroid Prime is, like, but...
Saying I'm glazing Metroid Prime. Yeah, here we are.
Well, Donovan, the difference... There's a big distinction between me and you, though, is because Metroid Prime is like actually a good game,
I see.
And Metroid Prime 4 is slop.
I get it.
So
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I'm glad that you.
I'm a Nintendo shill. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so who's ready to get into the regularly scheduled programming? Only 21 minutes into the episode. Okay, so who is this guy that we have on this episode right now? Chase, for anyone that's unfamiliar with your voice or what you do over on YouTube, like what is a general synopsis of like what you cover? On your many different channels.
My many different, all 10 of them.
Wait, is it really 10? Oh, I was like, was I missing some or something?
Let me get the official count right now.
It looks like there's 6.
That sounds right.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
My brain just short-circuited
which is
again.
crazy. Which is crazy.
Man, yeah, so I mean, geez, where do I even begin? So I make primarily Nintendo videos, but you know, I do obviously like to play games on pretty much anything. Yeah, I mean, so I started YouTube in 2008, and yeah, it was.
My brother was born in 2000.
Donovan, were you even alive yet?
Yeah, I was 2.
I try to keep up with the kids, you know, 6, 7, X.
Damn it.
6, 7.
Damn it.
No, yeah, but yeah, so 2008, you know, I was actually I wonder if you guys were familiar with Ryan Higa, aka Niga Higa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds very familiar.
How to Be Ninja, you know.
I dare you.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and especially growing up in Hawaii, he was like, because he's also from Hawaii, so
oh, he is from Hawaii.
yeah, like he would always be in like our local newspapers. It was crazy. And so I you know, around that time, like, yeah, my friends and I just wanted to, you know, be just like him. So that's when I started YouTube, trying to pursue comedy, like little skits and stuff, you know. And eventually, I don't know, like, well, I mean, because I've been a gamer my whole life, you know, like I always talk about how literally I have home videos of my mom being like pregnant with me and playing Tetris on her Game Boy. So I feel like I was literally conditioned to Nintendo before birth. So yeah, eventually, like, yeah, I you know, it just kind of naturally transitioned. Actually, I would say the Nintendo Switch was like my big sort of turning point into becoming more of a Nintendo YouTuber than anything. Like I at this point, I think one of my first videos on my YouTube channel, which, I mean, nobody go watch that because it's so like bad to look back at today, but like
I'll link it in the description.
Putting it in the watch later tab.
Yeah, it's so bad. But yeah, I think my first YouTube video that's still up on my channel is my Nintendo Switch predictions video, which I filmed the day before that big January Nintendo Switch presentation. So yeah, I mean, and ever since then, I think that was kind of a big turning point for me. I consider like that a big moment in my like quote unquote YouTube career. The other big point, I think, you know, not to make light of like a really sort of like sad time, but like COVID was honestly a really big year for me making videos. Especially with like Animal Crossing and everything.
Right. I keep forgetting about how Animal Crossing and COVID really did just overlap completely.
Yeah.
Like at the same time. Yeah.
I'll just say for COVID was like paradise for introverts.
Yeah.
Not to make light of a bad situation.
All right. So I'm gonna clip Donovan just saying COVID was paradise, and then I'm gonna post that one on Twitter and see what happens. That'll be fun.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, like, honest, like 2020, I think I really kind of honed in what I was doing, you know, along the way. Like cause I get bored with things really easily and really quickly. So which is the explanation as to the, you know, 1 billion different YouTube channels that I post on. Cause I get bored with one thing, then I'll go to another thing. And it's just like this weird cycle. Eventually, the Nintendo stuff is what stuck. I'm like, I've gotten to a point in my, I hope this doesn't come off as me like I'm not trying to brag or anything, but because I feel like I'm so just like grateful in like my YouTube career, because like I've had a lot of really cool opportunities. For me, like I still think that like the highlight of my entire life was the first game Nintendo sent me a code for was I think it might have been Nintendo World Championships NES edition. If you guys remember that game. Yeah.
I forgot that existed.
Same. Same.
That was last year, right?
I think it might have been 2023. Yeah. I forget too, but that was like the craziest moment of my life, and like, you know, obviously being here on the, you know, the special hour podcast is one of the big highlights as well.
Oh, stop.
No, yeah, I mean, no.
This is the portfolio marker. It's like, I was on that podcast.
No,
you may have heard of them.
No, I'm very honored. This is actually my first ever podcast, so I'm very honored to be here, and like,
Glad to have you.
yeah, thank you. And I think I've just had a lot of really crazy. It's crazy to see sort of the snowball effect, and I don't claim to be like a big YouTuber or anything, but like, you know, it's just like the crazy opportunities that I've had is really great. And so yeah, sorry, long-winded answer just to say that, yeah,
right now, I'm just scrolling through the multitude of channels right now, and I'm just because like every single one of them has like a lot of videos. Like, I still remember whenever I first followed you, I was I saw like, okay, he has a music channel. He probably just like has like maybe a couple. Like, no, like you got on the music one, you got 47 videos.
Yeah.
And like you got but like what's crazy is you have like actual thumbnails. Like, obviously I'm assuming there's like actual work going into these different channels. So like, I'm like, how do you balance the time like between, I mean, obviously you don't upload on all of them at the same time, but like even then it's like the amount of content is like wild.
Yeah, like like I said, like I get kind of, I'm very sporadic in my interests at certain times. So like I'll be uploading this, like, you know, tech video, and then I'm like, okay, enough tech videos. Then like, oh, you know, vlogs. I'm into vlogs now, and then post some vlogs, and then
I was gonna say, how do you navigate some of the ambiguity between the different channels too? Because like, I'm looking at your main channel, your most recent video at this current time is a cover of a Donkey Kong Bonanza song, but like, wouldn't that go on the music channel? So like, how do you like differentiate like what goes on what channel?
Yeah, that's been a really sort of, I feel like I might even still be trying to navigate that now, but I try to like, you know, create sort of like barriers in between what I have interest in. So like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the Donkey Kong Bonanza stuff, because I realized, like, because music is very much sort of like, if I were to like sort of rank my interests and hobbies, I think music is kind of lower. Like, I just kind of like to do music for my own sake. So like, you know, and it's just like when the music is about like, is like video game related, that's when I feel like it goes on sort of like my main channel. But yeah, I mean, just trying to like, because it got to a certain point where it's like I had, you know, everything on one channel, and then you could see just like the very clear dips and like the peaks and valleys of like what was performing well and what, you know, people didn't really care for. And I was like, okay, you know, I should probably like, you know, I should probably make some clear distinctions between each channel. Yeah, I mean, like I think Nintendo is something that I'll always care about, so I like, that's like sort of the number one priority. But I also have these other things that, you know, I like to do kind of more for fun.
Right. And has there been anything that you've learned about like creating a hit video? Because you got your fair share of those too. Is like videos that just pop off in the algorithm. It's like, have you noticed any trends with like, oh, okay, so if I make a video in this format, it typically does better than, you know, like if I just do a regular review that everyone else is doing, and then it kind of gets buried in the algorithm? Like, has there been any trends that you've noticed with that?
Yeah, like, I don't know. God, I don't know if this happens to you guys too, but do you guys ever like, you make a video where it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna make this video just kind of for funsies, and then it ends up
and it ends up being your biggest video.
Like,
And then the inverse happens too, where it's like I'll spend dozens of hours on one video, like meticulously editing it, and then it gets like 20 views.
Yeah.
So, like both of those things happen.
Yeah, it's like so crazy. got like, I mean, one of my, like, right now, one of my biggest videos is like, I was in this creator, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the creator. Her name is Kat Liente. And I found out about her because she does like TikToks about like creator tips and whatnot. But she had this like creator battle royale style contest, and so it was just like, okay, make a 3-minute video about like, you know, whatever matches your channel. So I created a 3-minute video titled "Which Mario Party Game Should You Buy?" And that is right now my 3rd most popular video. And you know, so it's kind of a like, yeah, that was a video where I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna like do this little contest entry and then see what happens, and then it just, you know, pops off, and it's like,
I did watch that video.
oh, thanks.
I was one of the 140,000.
I think I'm looking through your channel right now. I think I watched your Elgato Game Capture HD 60 setup because it's Mac.
Yeah.
I think I've watched that before.
See, but that's another one that confuses me because I thought that would be on the ChaseYama Tech channel.
Yes.
But it's on the main ChaseYama channel.
Yes.
So
that was before.
the lines are getting blurred.
Yeah. That was
Chase,
before.
as a loyal viewer, you're confusing me. I don't know.
Oh, no. Disappointing my fan base. What am I, Nintendo? No, that was before I even had a tech channel, but like, and like that was another video where I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make an unboxing video for the Elgato. And sorry, tangent, but the craziest thing is that video is actually a video that Kit and Krista from ex-Nintendo employees have said that they watched.
What the
Like,
wow.
they had to watch to help them.
Interesting.
That's like, did they like reach out to you about that, or did they just mention that like they're like, oh yeah, we watched this video by this person?
Yeah, they so sorry, this is a whole other tangent.
No, this
too,
is like
but,
fascinating.
I guess. Yeah, I think because I made a video when they first quit Nintendo and like left Nintendo Minute. I made like a little Nintendo Minute, like, you know, why I liked Nintendo Minute, sort of like tribute type of thing, and they actually watched it, they commented on it, and that was already just like mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And then I guess maybe from there, that's how they found my old Elgato game capture video. And I remember it was one of their podcasts that I was just like listening to, and I think I like asked because they have like a Q&A section, and I asked a question, and they mentioned like, oh yeah, ChaseYama, like ChaseYama, like we've been watching his Elgato game capture tutorial, so that's been very helpful. And I was like, whoa, you know, just like sitting in my car,
like you just got name dropped.
That's how you know you've made it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine if like you're just like listening to an interview with like a developer like Miyamoto or whatever. I mean, obviously, if it was like Miyamoto, it probably would not be in English. But like, imagine that they just were like, "Oh yeah, no, I was watching like this video by this person named MrDean." But I would be like, "What the hell?" Like,
Yeah.
like what? No, that's crazy though. That like, I assume that they like reached out to you, but no, like, so they were just nonchalantly just like referring to it, and you just happened to be listening to that episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so cool. Yeah, shout out Kid and Krista. I know they need more attention, obviously, from us.
Yeah.
So,
you know, we got to support the small.
yeah,
up-and-coming.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, this is the headline: Ex Nintendo employees shouts out Nintendo YouTuber.
Yeah.
All right, so that was like mainly what I was so fascinated by, though, is how you balance like the different channels and decide like when to start one back up, when to put another channel on the back burner. That's really interesting.
Yeah, so, you know, short answer, probably some kind of undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah, you like to keep yourself busy. I like that. You're very well-rounded. You have a lot of knowledge on a ton of topics.
It's a very, very organized first. Wait, so I have one question regarding the music channel. So as a music fan myself, how many different instruments do you know how to play?
So I mean, first off, I don't claim to be like a sort of professional at anything. I'm self-taught in pretty much every instrument that I know. So there's the guitar, ukulele is kind of guitar, ukulele, bass, I feel like are kind of all kind of, they're very sort of similar in just that, like, they're string instruments. I taught myself kind of the piano.
I love how humble you're being about this. Like you're just like, no, like, trust me, I'm not that good. I just taught myself. I just taught myself how to play like every single instrument, and like
I can play a piano.
God.
It'll not sound good.
No, I like, God, like, what else did I think, oh God, I was in middle school band. I played the trombone. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Even like some of the song choices are so diverse too. Like I'm looking at the 8 most recent covers that you did. You did a Metallica song, and then on the next row you did a Churches song, and then your most recent one was a Christmas cover. So it's like
Yes.
you're covering like every single base. Like it's
Yeah, once, like, yeah, I get really, I get bored with things kind of quickly.
I was gonna say, like, do you have a favorite genre, or are you one of those people that says I listen to everything, and you genuinely do listen to everything?
I mainly sort of, I gravitate towards like the sort of like rock area, but I do also have, like, I have a little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, speaking of music, this is like one of the first times I've had like a genuine segue just come.
There
right
we
at
go.
Me, so
Nice.
patting myself on the back for that.
Yes.
Speaking of music, we all have our favorite apps out there. Me and Donovan happen to share one. Our favorite app is Nintendo Music. We have
How'd you
no
know?
problems with it at all. Yeah, no problems with it. My favorite part about Nintendo Music is the game selection is like, it's like every single week they know exactly what the fans want to come to the service, and they always pick that game. Like, for instance, this most recent one, they added Super Mario Land. That was like, that was the game I wanted, Donovan. It was Super
Thank
Mario
God.
Land. But like, I'm sure you're in the same boat. I didn't
yeah.
want, like, everyone's begging for Mario Kart World. It's
No.
like I don't want that. I want Super. Anyway, I hope people are not annoyed yet with us just ranting about Nintendo Music.
If they're still watching to this day, they probably are in on the rant.
But we do have a fun discussion because Nintendo Music did their own like Spotify Wrapped situation where they basically did like a year-end list of your most listened to tracks. And we were going to kind of like share what our top 10s were. I know, Chase, you said you don't really use Nintendo Music, so I figured this would be a fun opportunity for you to be like, no, these are my all-time favorite Nintendo songs. So that way we can dive into, like how all of our minds operate. So who wants to
Yeah.
go first? This is I'm so excited for this.
I could start. I'm looking through the Nintendo Music year-in review right now. I have wasted 22 hours on this godforsaken app. 22 hours
wow.
to the minute. So I found uses from this app. Favorite tracks. Let's see. Let's start from number 10. You got Jump Up Superstar. All right. Classic. Okay. Number 9, Ostrich Bonanza. Now, you'd be surprised that Bonanza is even on this service, but Ostrich Bonanza kind of goes hard for some reason, even though Pauline's singing a bunch of gibberish.
For some reason.
It just it speaks volumes. Now, this one's really funny. Number 8, Golf Course Selection from Wii Sports. I think I was I was blasting that when we were playing mini
is that
golf.
the one that goes like da 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 da?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Very
it's
like on the
soothing.
strings.
It's all right.
I was blasting that when we were playing mini golf at the Mall of America. That's really
It is
funny.
really funny that you spent more time listening to that than you did Jump Up Superstar.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that for you.
We only love the best here. Number 7 is Talon Overworld from Metroid Prime. Very atmospheric.
Yes!
Love it.
Yes!
Very cool.
Metroid Prime was mentioned again.
Number 6, Sky Station's Galaxy from Galaxy 2.
That's a
I
good
think
one.
I will be staying by the statement of Galaxy 2 has a little bit of a better soundtrack than Galaxy 1.
I mean,
You
no,
can
that's fine.
torch
Like,
me.
I mean, no, it's cool because I love whenever someone just says a
You
wrong
are seething
opinion
at
so
the mouth right now. I can
Like, no,
I can
love that.
hear the foam reaching your microphone. It's
No,
a little
like
bit disgusting.
no, Donovan. I admire. No, like it's no. It's like that. It's like that clip of Jennifer Aniston with that kid, and the kid is like, oh, you know, I'm so great, and then she goes like, I love your confidence. It's like that. It's like I admire the ability for someone to be
I'm
wrong
flattered.
and
I'm
just
flattered.
say it. Like they don't care. It's like that's great. Okay, so keep going.
Number 5, Battle with Demon Dragon from Tears of the Kingdom. That track is ethereal. It is one of the contributing factors as to why that final boss is so goddamn awesome. And I've used that track many times in videos and in films. Nintendo, please don't sue me. Okay, number 4, Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Flotilla from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Thoughts, Mr. T?
No, okay.
Am I
It's like,
courageous?
no, it's good.
Am I
It's
courageous?
good. It's just. I'm just gonna stop.
Number 3. All right, this one's a weird
There's
one.
no winning with you.
It's Welcome Your New Overworld. Wait, what? Welcome Your New Overlord from Kirby's Return to Dreamland.
Wait. Can you repeat that? Welcome your new what?
English. Now, what's funny is that Return to Dreamland is not on Nintendo Music, but this specific track is in Kirby Star Allies. So I've been listening to Return to Dreamland music through Star Allies. What a great service, guys. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Anyways, Return to Dreamland soundtrack is a banger, and this one is amazing. Number 2.
But Kirby's Epic Yarn is still the better soundtrack.
Number 2. Parasite Queen from Metroid Prime. That goes hard.
Metroid Prime.
I worked
Mentioned
out
again.
I worked out to that theme one time, and I felt my biceps like just absolutely tear through my shirt. It's awesome. And
No, the
number
real
1
trick though, the real trick is to sneak around your wherever you live at like midnight or 3 a.m, listening to the Phase on Mind song. That's how you live.
I imagine listening to that high. That must sound terrifying. Number 1 is Breaking Through from Donkey Kong Bonanza. That song's really good. It got me a little bit emotional when I beat the game, and that song played at the Game of the Year orchestra this year at the Game Awards, and I was surprised that they even played that, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, that song's a banger. That's my number 1. I'm just looking through whatever else this year in review has. That's funny. Wii Sports in January was my most listened to track. Extended number 1 playback. Golf. 16 minutes of golf. God, dear God. Most listened to playlist, Metroid Prime. Most listened to game, Tears of the Kingdom. Yep, that's it. All right,
Okay.
moving on.
All right. So I spent a total of 133 minutes on Nintendo Music. So my
Jesus.
list, my sample size is tiny. So these are probably separated by a matter of seconds, to be honest. But I'll still read off what mine are. Number 10, the Star Allies Have Your Back from Kirby Star Allies. What is this doing in here?
I vaguely remember that theme.
Number 9, Mount Wario from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I stand by that
Okay.
one. It's a fire song. Number 8, Sacred Shrine from Wind Waker. Wind Waker's soundtrack, you can't go wrong with it. Number 7, SNES Donut Plains 3 from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's kind of random, but okay.
Really?
No, if you thought that was weird, Donovan. Number 6, the title theme for Puzzle Swap from Street Pass Me Plaza.
I mean, that kind of slaps sometimes.
Yeah.
Number 5 is First Day's Results from Pikmin 4.
Okay.
Number 4 is Big Blue from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think that
Alright,
one's
there we
valid.
go.
That's allowed to be there. And these are all 3 of these top 3 are Mario Kart 8 Deluxe songs. So hopefully you are
think he
okay
likes
with
Mario
that,
Kart.
that game. I like Mario Kart. Number 3 is GBA Ribbon Road from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 2 is Super Bell Subway from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And number 1 is Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You gotta love that, like, that heavy metal rendition where it's like...
Your microphone cut out.
I'm sure that'll be fun to edit.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Chase, what are your favorite Nintendo songs?
Oh gosh, man. No, so yeah, I think you guys probably feel this too, but like when you edit your own videos with Nintendo music, you kind of like have these tracks that you really sort of like gravitate towards
all the time.
So for me, I don't know, I really like, and you know, it's fitting because it's the holiday season, but the Frosted Glacier overworld theme from New Super Mario Brothers U.
That is so random.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it sound more like? Yeah, it definitely sounds more Christmassy. It has like a bunch of jingle bells in the background.
Yeah. I really like that theme. But I mean, gosh, yeah, like no, Heart of Gold, obviously. Like, geez, how can that song is so good.
You made a cover on it, right?
Yes. Not as good as the original, obviously, but like you know, I just really like that song. I like the Gosh, sorry, I'm so bad with like the names of the tracks, but the like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, like the main sort of like song, the main theme, and like there's like you know, there's like a sort of like softer version or like rendition of it when you go to Waddle Dee Town.
Oh yeah,
so good, so good. Gosh, I'm like looking through the app just to see like what else. Because yeah, like when I try to find my year in review on Nintendo Music, it literally just tells me it requires a Nintendo account with a minimum amount of Nintendo Music usage data. So I didn't even use it enough to get a review.
Just open up the app once and just didn't even like click on the song.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, like they've been doing a really good job with these like the songs with lyrics lately. You know, Jump Up Superstar, the Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, good songs lately with lyrics.
Those are most of the ones off the top of your head.
Yeah, you know, Animal Crossing, anything Animal Crossing is just like a nice sort of vibe.
A really good feature of Nintendo Music that they did add recently is that you can sync up Animal Crossing New Horizons themes, and I believe New Leaf as well, with real world time. So I think that's a pretty actually good feature with Nintendo Music. Like good job, guys. You did something.
Wait, did we just compliment Nintendo Music?
Yeah, I just complimented it for probably the first time in a good long while.
It feels like it's such like a weight lifted off of like our shoulders. Like we said something
I'm
positive.
still gonna complain that they don't have like Mother 3 or Fire Emblem 3 Houses tracks still.
Or Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Or
yeah, I agree. No, Donovan, like you took the words right out of my mouth. Like, trust me, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to talk about the Expedition 33 show?
Oh yes, sir.
Oh wait, no, it's called the Game Awards. The Game Awards,
what? Really? I thought it was the commercial show with awards sprinkled in.
No. It was called the vocal minority of one fan yelling and like booing during the Mario Kart World segment, even though it actually was only one person.
One singular person.
Yeah. If anyone gets that reference, but yeah. So what are our thoughts on the Game Awards? Like the stuff that won, stuff that didn't win. Even though I'm pretty sure there was only one game that actually won.
What can I say? I'm a prophet. Did you guys watch this live?
I unfortunately was busy at the time whenever it was live, but I saw the results. I saw the disappointment surrounding the announcements during the show.
I think it's a yearly tradition with my friends and I in the Discord server to watch the Game Awards. I mean, I don't have a problem with the award show itself. There's some years that have been some stinkers, but I generally think it's a positive for the gaming community. I can look past the commercialism and the quote unquote rigged awards or something. I generally find it like a good fun time to look at all the games these years. So imagine my surprise to when everyone was praising Expedition 33 until it won every single award, and now everyone apparently hates the game. It's like, guys, pick a side, people.
Donovan, that's just the internet, okay?
It's like Unreal Engine slop or something. It's woke apparently, or it's unwoke for. I don't fucking know anymore. They're not even talking about the game at this point.
Donovan, we talked about this last week because if a game has any character that's not a straight white male, then it's woke. Like that's just that. Come on, we can't be playing those games.
I voted Donkey Kong Bonanza as my Game of the Year vote, but I was very happy Expedition 33 won, and I wasn't surprised, and I think it deserves it. It's a very, very, very well-made game. People were having problems that it was voted for Best Indie Game and Best Independent Game, which scratches my head a little bit. And also, why are there two separate votes for Best Independent Game and Best Indie Game Debut? Isn't that kind of the same thing? Well, anyways, people were having problems that this was even considered an indie game because it was made for like around $10 million. I guess people define indie games by their dirt cheap just production value, which, I mean, I always saw...
Donovan, if it's not pixel art, then it's not indie. It has to be.
You're right.
That's
if it doesn't look like it was made by one person putting in their entire life savings into a game, then it's not indie. But I don't know.
It's like with music. It's like it's not indie unless if it's just like lo-fi acoustic guitar. Like that's the threshold for it to be
true.
People loving indie games until an indie game wins Game of the Year. It's like what are we talking about, guys? But Hollow Knight Silksong won best. I think it won Best Action Adventure, and Jeff Keighley made a passing comment. It's like, see, you guys won. That was referring to the people at Team Cherry not even showing up to the awards, probably because they knew it was going to be the Expedition 33 show. I was surprised that Hades 2 or Silksong did not win Best Art Direction, but Expedition 33 did. Expedition 33 has really amazing art, and some people are just losing their goddamn minds at cherry picking just certain sections that don't look as good. Same with Metroid Prime 4, but Expedition 33 does have really great art. Best music, guess who won? Expedition 33 again. I thought
you sounded so defeated.
Hey, I love the game. I will say I love the world map theme. I love the main theme. Every time the main theme was playing, because they won 1 billion fucking awards, I was humming it myself. I do think some of the battle themes are a little bit goofy. But yeah, congratulations. I find it really funny that Kojima with Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotei, they didn't win a single award. They won nothing. So maybe Kojima was caught cheating on Jeff Keighley, and Jeff Keighley took away every single Death Stranding award. Maybe that's what happened. What else happened? Sonic won nothing. I'm sorry to you Sonic fans. Mario Kart World just beat it. What do you guys think about this one? Mario Kart World beating Sonic Racing Cross Worlds?
Wait, but Sonic Racing Cross World better.
But it has SpongeBob.
but Mario Kart suck because it's Mario and not Sonic.
So we have driven all the Sonic fans away from this podcast now. Man, Twitter was terrible this past week because Mario and Sonic fans will not shut the hell up. And Sonic fans, they will leverage anything to get a one-up on any game. The one-man booing at the Game Awards, probably the saddest thing I've ever seen, and they will take advantage of that and say, yeah, you see, Mario Kart World is garbage. It's open world slop. Mm-hmm. If Kirby Air Riders was nominated, I think it would have cleared. But
for Game of the Year?
No, for Best Racing.
I was like,
for Game of the Year. That's a tall order.
I was like, there's my title and thumbnail for the video. Donovan said what about Kirby Air Riders?
What was that game? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I heard very good things about that game. I never knew it existed until it got nominated, and it won 0 awards, unfortunately. So, you could say the award show is rigged all you want. It's not that big of a deal, but maybe it is that big of a deal, because I learned that last year's Game Awards actually had more viewership than the Super Bowl.
Oh, wait, really? I did not know that.
That's kind of crazy, but then when you think about it, the Super Bowl is huge to Americans, whereas the Game Awards is, I guess, huge to the entire world.
Wait, Donovan, but I thought football in America, that's like the biggest sport in the world.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah. Wait, you're telling me that other countries exist?
What? No, it has
didn't
to
know that.
just be America. I mean, you might as well say the Earth is round. The jokes keep getting better, dude. Anyways, content creator of the year goes to Moist Critical. He's very humble. He didn't even.
Wasn't he like begging not to win?
Yeah, he was begging not to win. And when he made his video on the Game Awards, he didn't even mention his win. So that's really funny. What were the reveals? The reveals. I'm sorry. There's Mega Man. It's not called Mega Man 12. It's called Mega Man something something. I thought that was funny. Leon is
literally
back.
called Mega Man something something.
Yep, that's what it's called. You got Leon returning in Resident Evil 9. He looks great. He's Unk status. He looks hot as ever. What else happened? There was like a terrible probably battle royale shooter thing made from the creators of Apex Legends. Why was that the final reveal? I don't know. There was a reveal about someone getting burned alive in excruciating detail and people just banging in the background. I don't know. What the fuck was I watching? I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
I'm so sad I missed this live.
What else happened? Yeah, the reveals were not that great. Some people just watch the show just for the reveals.
I feel bad. I can't remember the last time I've heard Chase talk.
No,
Sorry, this is a special hour featuring Chase. I think that's all about the Game Awards. Interesting year. I mean, sorry, the Expedition 33 award. You should play that game if you haven't already. Just throwing that out there.
So do you want to go ahead and move on to questions?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mean that to sound like annoyed. I mean, I just wanted to say like
questions now.
Are you ready to wrap it up, Donovan?
Can we get out of here yet?
Okay. So, I did not mean it like that. So if anyone has any questions that they want us to answer in the future, feel free to join our Discord server, linked in the description. I think it's our LinkTree in the description, but the Discord server is on the LinkTree. We have a text channel where you can ask us whatever you want, gaming related or not gaming related, to be potentially featured in an episode. So we have 3 lovely questions today to answer. So, are y'all ready for this? Because I think we have 2. So we have 2 questions that are like actually like good questions, and then one of them. Well, I can say that because my friend asked me a really stupid question that I decided to include.
I'm reading it right now. I'm thoroughly confused.
Okay, so. Yeah, so you're confused because like all 3 of these are so good that like which one could I be referring to? Okay, so first question from Ivan Avi, lovely friend of the channel. What's a game you like to play but can't stand the writing / story / characters / etc.? For me, it's GTA, Remnant 2, and the entire Borderlands franchise. I don't know if I necessarily have anything that is like that, but I definitely have the inverse of games that I love the writing and story, but I'm not a fan of actually playing the game. That would be like Majora's Mask. Sorry.
Boo.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I can't really think of anything that's a game that I don't like the writing. There probably is something, but I'm struggling to think of one. One of you guys can answer, and maybe something will come to mind.
Okay, so yeah, when I heard this, the first thought in my head, kind of a throwback here, but have you guys played the game Life is Strange?
Oh, I know of it, but yeah. I don't know too much of it.
That game's like one of the arguments that people make for like whenever a game is just like a movie. And it's not, yeah, no, Life is Strange is great though.
Yeah, like because when that game first came out, it was episodic. It was around the time of like, Telltale, Walking Dead. So like sort of the choose your own adventure, branching pathway type of games were kind of really big then. And
like Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. And so this was a game that was more of like it was a high school sort of like adventure. You play as this girl named Max, and it like the story in general was interesting, but a lot of the dialogue I think was, and I don't know if it was purposefully kind of like cringy high school stuff. It's like the kind of like kids saying like, oh, hella and stuff like, you know, that kind of like early 2010s kind of like, you know, trying to be hip type of dialogue. But yeah, I don't know. That was one of the examples I could think of where it's like some of it was a little cringy. I don't know if maybe it was like that adds to like the appeal is that it's like, you know, cringy high school. But
I feel like we've gotten this question before. I've gotten some deja vu because my answer is, though I haven't played the game, I didn't buy it because of that reason. It is Fire Emblem Engage. From what I hear, the gameplay is some of the best of the series. It's just that the writing and character work is god-awful. It is very predictable cookie-cutter story about beating the bad guy. Some obnoxious characters from what I've heard. Very strange character designs. It just felt like a Fire Emblem multiverse fanfic story, which is a far cry from what Three Houses did. So I did not pick up that game because, like, I kind of want to be playing Fire Emblem. I kind of want to be caring about these characters not dying, not perishing from my unit, or I want to be fighting on these battlefields for a good story. And if I'm getting just garbage, I'm just not going to pick up the game. So I'm hoping Fortune's Weave next year learns from the mistakes of Engage and takes the strengths of Engage and Three Houses and makes a better Fire Emblem game.
So I'll let you guys be the judges on this. Am I allowed to answer this question with a game that I just don't like really at all, but like especially the writing?
Sure.
Because Ivan was implying that it's like you like playing the game, but you don't like. I just don't like the game, but it's the closest I could think of. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Dude.
The Pokemon fans are out as well.
But is that a game that Pokemon fans are like dying on the hill of though? Like I don't know.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah, so to be fair, this is the only Pokemon game I've played. Which is, it's so funny hearing people's reactions every single time I say that. But because I remember we were talking to Sir Musty about this, and he was like, "Well, no shit, you don't like Pokemon then." But no, like with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, it's just like the writing was just atrocious. Like I'm sorry, like it was, like dude, like how do I sugarcoat this? Like it was like I was like bored to death like the whole time. Oh my. If anyone wants to like argue in the comments and be like, no, it was actually like this like really deep emotional like masterpiece. It was really like go for it. Like prove me wrong. Like maybe I'm wrong.
Standing up for that game.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's my answer. Hopefully that answers your question. So. Next up from, I'll go and say my friend's question to sandwich it between these two actually thought-provoking questions. But Torin asks, if you expect the unexpected, wouldn't the unexpected not be unexpected? So this is a good philosophical question.
Let me read that again slowly. If you expect the unexpected, wouldn't the
unexpected wouldn't be unexpected because you're expecting it, so it's not unexpected anymore. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I don't really have anything to add to that.
Yes.
That's. Yeah,
yes.
my question is like why? Just why?
These are words that I will live by.
Yeah. So finally, Jonathan asks, as your time reviewing games, which games stuck out to you most and would recommend again would replay again / recommend playing? So let's just distill this down to you meet someone that is not into gaming and you have to give them one game that encapsulates like what you enjoy in games. What game would that be, I guess? Just to like make the question, because I don't want this to be too derivative of questions we've already answered. So I think that that's a good way to like, frame it in a unique way that we haven't already talked about. The game that I constantly come back to the most, despite any grievances I have with it, and this is going to be such a cliche answer, but I'm going to say it anyway, it's Breath of the Wild. Like that genuinely is just my answer.
Yeah, that's...
So... And Donovan's foaming at the mouth that I did not say Tears of the Kingdom.
No. I was about to say Tears of the Kingdom, but...
Here we go.
Low-key Minecraft.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. No,
Yeah.
that's a good answer.
That's fair.
No, Donovan, the only reason I took so long to respond is like there was like 5 seconds there where my brain just like I've never daydreamed harder than I was during those 5 seconds. Like I was low-key looking at my cabinet and just completely spaced out. And then I locked
Minecraft. You like
I heard Minecraft I heard Minecraft, and I was like, "Wait, why are we talking about Minecraft?" And I like locked back. I was like, "Oh, so Donovan was talking about it." Okay, Minecraft's very replayable. I love Minecraft, and I think that is one of those games that if there's someone that asks me like I've never played a game before, what is one game I should try out? That is like one of those answers that like you really can't go wrong with Minecraft. So. Especially like whenever you fall into the rabbit hole of modding, playing on servers, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Chase, what about you?
Yeah. Okay. So I have two answers because I don't. From the question in terms of like reviewing games, I looked through my review videos. I have a playlist of review videos, and I think a lot of the classic answers. Like I think my first answer would be like Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. But if we're sort of just to dig a little bit deeper from that one, A Hat in Time.
I still need to play that game. I have heard so much about it.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I've heard people have said that's like one of the best controlling 3D platformers that they've ever played. Is that true from your perspective?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's very much like sort of that. It's when a studio or a developer is trying to like sort of recapture that N64 3D style game, like the like ukulele type of thing. And I think it's like it's really good. It's so much. It's like so many different genres too, encapsulated in one game. And yeah, it's just really great 3D platforming.
I've always heard great things about that.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I will say Switch version is a little bit rough, but still playable.
Okay, so we got A Hat in Time, Breath of the Wild, and Minecraft. I feel like that's like the craziest trifecta of answers you could possibly give him.
Yeah, what a cauldron pie.
You know what?
What a melting pot.
You know what? Just to piss off Ivan, I'm going to change my answer to the previous question. A game that I think has terrible writing is Tears of the Kingdom. I think that the story of Tears of the Kingdom is atrocious. I think that it is like I've never played Tears of the Kingdom.
Hold on now.
Gosh.
What?
Yeah, I was about to say, wait a minute. You haven't even played.
Yeah, Donovan, that was the joke. That was the joke. Actually, you haven't played that game, so how would you know about that?
Shut up, Twitter.
All right.
Anyways.
Well,
oh my god.
So that was on that note, that was the special hour, number 25. Chase, how was your first podcasting experience? Because I feel like that was the most unprofessional thing you possibly could have.
Yeah, it was so great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, I love yapping about video games. Hopefully this didn't turn into a special 2-hour podcast, but
it can easily be.
Don't worry. We've had longer before. It's okay.
Yeah. Super awesome.
Right, so do you want to shout out like your socials for anyone that wants to follow you on wherever you are on the internet?
Oh god, I'm so bad with plugging. Just literally like ChaseYama anywhere on the internet. I've been lucky in that I could snag it. So just ChaseYama, YouTube, everything like that.
Gotcha. Donovan, where can the people find you on the internet?
I'm DonovanDud on YouTube, making a bunch of Nintendo videos, discussions, retrospectives. You can also talk to me on Discord, the Nintendo Boys. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. Now, what about you, Mr. Dean?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to basically mirror Donovan's answer completely, but I make Nintendo reviews, retrospectives, rankings, all that kind of stuff. MrDean44, so feel free to check me out there. I am on pretty much every social media. I'm on Blue Sky, Twitter. I have an Instagram, but I don't really, use it for channel marketing. And then I also have a Discord server called the Dean Kingdom. So if you want to join, feel free to do so. If not, then I guess don't join. But